Have you ever followed all the right meat pie recipes? Watched every video, tried every tip, yet your meat pie still doesn't come out right? Maybe it's dry, too hard, or just not what people enjoy. Don't worry, you are not alone. Let me show you step by step what you might be missing and how to finally make soft, flaky, delicious meat pies that everyone will love. Okay, let's get started. Here is everything you will need for this recipe. 1 pound of ground beef or chicken. I'll be using ground beef today. 1 cup of hot water for cooking the beef. 2 tablespoons of flour for thickening. 2 non-seasoning cubes. Half teaspoon thyme. Half teaspoon curry. Half teaspoon black pepper. Small onions finely chopped. 2 medium carrots diced. 2 medium potatoes, and 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil. Let's get started by cutting and washing your carrots and potatoes. This step is very important to remove any dirt and ensure your filling stays clean and fresh. You can dice them using a chopping board and knife. Just be careful and take your time. It's all about safety and consistency. Or you better yet, use a vegetable cutter, my personal favorite. It gives you evenly sized piece, speed up the process, and help you avoid cutting your fingers. Total game changer. Once everything is diced, pour the vegetables into a clean plate and set them aside. We will be using them soon for our delicious meat pie filling. Place a pot on the stove over medium heat and add about 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil or any oil you prefer. Once the oil is hot, toss in your chopped onions and stir gently. Let it cook for about a minute to release that sweet aroma. Then add half of your seasoning. I used nut cubes and crushed them with the back of a wooden spoon to blend them in evenly. Now, add your ground beef and stir continuously for about 2 minutes. Once it starts to brown slightly, go ahead and add the remaining half of your seasoning. Keep stirring to coat the meat evenly with all that flavor. Avoid overcrowding the pot. The meat brown instead of steam. Stirring frequently breaks up lumps and give you that perfect crumble. Next, add half a teaspoon each of curry powder, thyme, and black pepper. Stir everything together and let it cook until the meat is nicely browned and fully cooked. Curry and thyme add that signature meat pie aroma and depth of flavor. Let the spice cook for a bit so that they infuse into the meat. But do not use a lot of curry and thyme. Just use a tiny bit. Now it's time to add your diced carrots and potatoes. Stir well to combine. This will cook along with the meat and soak up all the delicious flavor from the pot. Don't overcook at this stage. We will still want the vegetable to have a bit of texture. Add 1 cup of hot water to the pot and bring it to a gentle boil. This helps soften the carrot and the potatoes and create a base for our rich filling. The reason I'm using hot water is to speed up the cooking process and help the seasoning blend better. In a separate bowl, mix 2 tablespoons of flour with half a cup of water to form a smooth slurry. This will help thicken the meat filling without forming lumps. Always mix your flour into a cold or room temperature water first to avoid clumps. Gently pour the slurry into the pot while stirring. Let it cook for about a minute. You will notice the mixture thickening into a delicious saucy filling. This filling should be moist but not too running, ensuring the pies hold their shape. Keep stirring to prevent sticking or clumping. Now that our filling is ready, transfer it into a clean bowl or plate and let it cool completely before using it in the pastry. Warm filling can make the dough soggy. Let's move on to making the pastry dough. Here are what you will need to get started. 1 kg of all-purpose flour, 500 grams of salted butter, cold and cube, half teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 4 eggs, 50 ml cold water, 50 ml cold milk, and 1 egg for egg wash. Also add nutmeg, half teaspoon of nutmeg. Nutmeg add a rich flavor that takes your crust to the next level. Measuring out all your ingredients before you start make the process faster and stress-free. And it's very important to measure all your ingredients accurately to get that perfect, flaky, soft meat pie that you will enjoy and everyone in your household will also enjoy. Mix all the dry ingredients together, then add 500 grams of cold butter. I personally use all butter. I like to combine 2 different brands to make a unique texture. Cold butter is key. It helps create that flaky, tender crust. Using your fingers, gently rub the butter into the flour until the mixture resembles quartz crumbs. This is the secret to that soft, flaky crust we all love. Now add 2 eggs, 50 ml of cold water, and 50 ml of cold milk. Mix just until the dough starts to come together. Don't overmix. Knead the dough lightly until smooth. Then wrap it in a plastic wrap and refrigerate for at least 30 minutes. This helps the gluten relax and makes the dough easier to roll. I actually use a commercial mixer for this batch. Super efficient when you are making large quantity. Now it's time to assemble our meat pie. Roll out the dough to about 1/4 inch thickness and cut into circles. Slightly dust an empanada press with flour to prevent sticking. Place a dough circle onto the press. Add a spoonful of filling, then close it firmly to seal. Remove any excess dough for a clean, even shape. If you are not using a press, fold the dough over the filling and seal the edges with a fork. Make sure the edges are well sealed to prevent leaks while baking. Arrange the pies evenly on a parchment paper lined tray. For a golden, glossy finish, brush the tops with an egg wash. Bake in a preheated oven at 375 Fahrenheit for 25 to 30 minutes or until golden brown. Baking time may vary depending on your oven, so keep an eye on them. Once baked, allow the pie to cool slightly before serving, and just look at that. Flaky crust with rich, flavoring filling. This meat pie are perfect for snack, lunchboxes, or parties. Enjoy!